algorithm that they use to show us search results, it was written for the precise purpose of doing two things which make it inherently biased. And those two things are, number one, filtering. That is to say, the algorithm has to look at all the different web pages it has in its index, and it's got billions of them, and it's got to make a selection. Let's say I type in, what's the best dog food? It has to look up all the dog foods it has in its database and all the websites associated with those dog foods. That's the filtering. But then it's got to put them into an order, and that's the ordering. So the filtering is biased because why did it pick those websites instead of the other 14 billion? And then the ordering is biased because why did it put Purina first and some other company second?
So let's not talk about dog food. Let's talk about candidates. When you search for who is the best presidential candidate for Democrats, here's what Google gives you. Joe Biden.
Yes. Surprise, surprise.
So when did this happen?
Well, I think it's been to some extent a gradual process, but after the Armageddon, the apocalypse hit, which was in November 2016, these executives decided, I mean, we know this from leaks without any question, they decided...
They said it the day after the election, that they couldn't let this happen again.
No, they want Trump to be a blip in history. They've been revamping every single thing they do to make sure that not only that Trump can't win, but that basically Republicans can't win. They're going to just sweep. If we just sit back, okay, we literally are going to be turning over our democracy to these tech companies, and we'll have no idea what they did.
All right. We will have some idea if you help. This is the reason I'm doing this show. We have tried to raise money from big donors. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. If you are somebody who has a lot of money, step to the plate, man. Step to the plate and save your country. Save your country. Beyond our country. Save humankind from digital slavery. It is incredible what's happening. But if it takes one person with $10 million or, 10 million people with $1, we need the money so he can fund the capture system that he'll talk about here in a second to stop this and to prove what they've done. You cannot prove any of this unless you're looking over thousands of people's shoulders all across America. We'll get into that here in a second. So, when you look at idiot and you say idiot photos on Google, this is what you get. Almost all Donald Trump pictures. So that is not from people saying, because I thought the algorithm was what people are posting, what words are associated. None of that is happening anymore.
No.
So how does the algorithm come up with idiot for Donald Trump unless it's being told by somebody that's an idiot picture?
Well, as one of the recent Google whistleblowers said, Greg Coppola, he said, we do it with our algorithms. Our algorithms do exactly what we want them to do, and they show people what we want them to see. They just do it with algorithms, and the algorithms are helped by a number of blacklists that they have. Another Google whistleblower, Zach Voorhees, has become a good friend. He walked out of Google last year with, among other things, 2 of Google's blacklists that are actually called blacklists. So, they show us what they want us to see, and they do not explain their rationale.
Beside the level of technology, Robert, is there a difference between what Stalin was trying to do, the Stasi was trying to do, the KGB, the stormtroopers? I mean, this is just their dreams come true, isn't it?
Well, no, they could never have dreamt of anything so powerful, anything on this scale. I mean, it's even in the novels, all the utopian or the dystopian novels, there's nothing that comes close to what has actually happened.
I want to do the drop-down bar. Explain explain again the drop-down bar and how powerful that is.
Well, you're being manipulated on the Google search engine from the very first character that you type. So if you type the letter A, everyone pull out your computers or mobile devices right now, type in A. I predict you're going to see Amazon probably in the first position, maybe even the second, maybe even 3 out of 5. Why? Because Amazon is Google's largest advertiser, and Google is Amazon's single largest source of traffic. These are business partners. Google is trying to get you to do things, to click here, to click there. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant because we're also mesmerized that we can't see it. The other feature is they're using what they call internally, we know this from another leak, they're using ephemeral experiences to manipulate, meaning things like, search suggestions, search results, answer boxes, news feeds, all of that is ephemeral, meaning, it's just temporary. It's in front of our eyes for a few seconds, or an answer, let's say, they give you on Google Assistant. It just hits your eyes, hits your ears for a split second. It's gone. It's gone forever. No one can go back in time and figure out what they were showing you.
I remember in the 70s, there was this big thing about editing the word sex in, or, a Coca-Cola frame in something. And you could go back and see if that was true. And they said that was subliminal. This is subliminal, but it is not that subtle. It's really not that subtle. And you can't go back to the film to see the cut, the spliced frame.
You can never go back. In other words, no authorities can go back and check out these manipulations. One of the leaks of emails to the Wall Street Journal, one Googler is saying to others, how can we use ephemeral experiences to change people's views about Trump's travel ban? Seriously, they know what they're doing.
Okay. We have one more thing. I want to show you some graphs on how effective it is on changing people's minds in just a second.
If the major players in tech right now, and that's mainly Google and Facebook, banded together and got behind the same candidate, they could shift, we figured, 10% of the vote in the United States with no one knowing that they had done anything.
That is phenomenal. If you've not seen The Creepy Line, you need to. Dr. Robert Epstein is the guy who did this. He honestly, when he started, didn't know what he would find. He voted for Hillary Clinton, but was horrified. He just wants a fair election. I can handle it if America votes for, Joe Biden. I won't like it, but I can handle it if it's fair. He feels the same way. I think most Americans do. If someone is trying to steal it, we have to catch them. I was on that position when everybody said Donald Trump stole the election with Russia, and for half a second I believed it, and I said to my team, find out if that's true, and if it is, nail his ass to the wall. That's fairness. That's America. Robert, tell me how you get the information to either show they didn't or they did.
Well, we did this twice already, in 2016 and 2018. And each time we set up a Nielsen-type system, meaning we recruited people in secret. We recruited a wide variety of registered voters around the country.
Independents?
Independents, left and right, everybody. That's the whole point, is we need to see everybody.
Okay.
In 2016, we preserved more than 13,000 searches on Google, Bing, and Yahoo, election-related searches. Our field agents were using just neutral search terms. That's very, very important. A lot of people who've criticized my work don't even understand that we did that. Neutral search terms. What does Google show you if you just type in Trump, for example?
Right.
Just a neutral term, or the wall. Mm-hmm. And what we found was very, very strong pro-Clinton bias, enough to have shifted between 2.6 and 10.4 million votes in 2016 with no one knowing, no paper trail. 2018, we preserved more than 47,000 searches on Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Again, found the same level of bias on Google, again, not on Bing or Yahoo. Enough in 2018 to have shifted 78.2 million votes to Democratic candidates around the country.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Now that's spread across, hundreds of races. But, this year we need a bigger system. We need to be monitoring a lot more than just search results. We have to look at news feeds and tweet suppression and all kinds of things. Fortunately, we know how to do it. That's the good news. And again, we've got to recruit a diverse group of American voters who cannot be identified, just like the Nielsen family, same thing. And then we're looking over their shoulders with their permission. We're aggregating the data that's coming in. And then we're making announcements. That's how to stop these companies, is to announce what we find day after day after day. And then they either back off or they go to jail.
I need you to go to Stop Big Tech now and just do your own homework. I think what you find there, you will find clips from other people, other interviews, creepy line. You'll find the evidence. But please, it will take the American people as individuals to stop this. Go to stopbigtechnow.com. Thomas Jefferson said he liked this system because every generation has a right to decide what the country should be. And we are about to decide. And I urge you to donate, or at least do the research, and then donate at Stop Big Tech. Our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.